There are significantly far more individuals on Earth now than there have ever been in recorded history. Our population has increased dramatically, from a billion people in 1800 to a staggering 2.3 billion in 1940, 3.7 billion in 1970, and 8 billion at this moment in time. What can we anticipate for the upcoming century given that the global population has quadrupled in the past century? Likewise, what does population growth portend for the future? Is a mass migration likely to occur? Megacities spanning continent and densely populated deprived. Contamination and illness concerning water, food, energy, chaos, and violence, as well as whether the human species only cared about its survival, or will the increase in population harm in our way of life?
Our overall population will have increased by around 1,200 individuals by the same time you watch this. Concerns about overpopulation have returned as more people sharing quarters, breathe the same air, and produce more environmental emissions. Soon, everything from resource depletion and poverty to environmental destruction was attributed on overpopulation.
Certain nations started experimenting with unethical and political questionable methods of population control. For instance, China's proposed one-child policy led to a severe gender imbalance and was subsequently rescinded, much like earlier control measures in Asia. However, overcrowding had been undefined as the threat.
So what in fact is overcrowding? Carrying capacity serves as its definition, an extremely complex idea that essentially states to an ecosystem food, water, and space supplies may support an infinite number of inhabitants. When the number of people on Earth increases faster than ecological environment can support them, it is referred to as overpopulation. Overpopulation area may exceed the supply of necessities for survival such as food, shelter, water, transportation, and social amenities.
As observed globally, consumption is growing exponentially in contrast to population. The consumption patterns are extremely uneven among cities and across contexts, particularly when examining consumption levels globally. The annual budget of Earth's resources is examined by researchers each year to see when it's run out. There are striking variations when we break this down by nation. In the first quarter, several countries in the West and the Middle East ran out of resources. Some nations, such as India, have not yet overshot their mark. Consequently, rather than just measuring the number of people, shouldn't we be examining who is consuming and how much?
As we discuss this phenomenal problem, isn't it a great idea to ask people about certain questions? Join us as we explore the thoughts, emotions, and experiences of those living on the front lines of this global phenomenon. Are you aware that the world population has reached 8 billion? What can you say about the population rate?
Though I'm not aware that it reached 8 million, but all I can say, can you repeat the last?
Yeah, sure.
All I can say about the population rate is quite sad because despite the growing numbers, there are many who are suffering from being poor, loss of home. Some are natural disasters, so on and so forth. But some countries like Japan has like the declining of population growth. Also in China, despite na maganda yung agriculture, yung economy nila, parang wala din kwenta yung pagtaas ng population growth. Kasi kung ano naman din silbi kung marami din naghihirap. And ganun din, since let's say dito sa Pinas, sumataas yung population growth, tignan mo yung sitwasyon ng Pinas ngayon. Kaya maraming Pilipino na nagmamigrate doon sa ibang bansa nagtatrabaho. Ayun lang. Thank you.
Do you believe that education plays a big role in managing and understanding population growth? Why do you say so?
Yes, I believe that education can help the population growth because of family planning. Because if all students know family planning, they can contribute to the society more and reduce the population growth. And dahil rin sa hindi maayos ang family planning sa Pilipinas, nahihirapan ng mga tao umangat sa kanilang kinakatayuan. Kaya maraming nagugutom at naghihirap sa Pilipinas.
Do you believe that rapid population growth can lead to hunger? Why do you say so?
I think kaya magkakaroon ng ganon kasi pag yung mga nakatira sa sa mga squatter areas, wala silang knowledge sa sa family planning. So lang sila, magbubuntis lang sila na magbubuntis, and then ganon yung mangyari since wala naman silang maayos na trabaho. So paano nila papakainin yung anak nila? Wala silang mapapakain sa anak nila kasi wala naman silang sustainability na trabaho, gano'n.
There is no denying that the increasing human population has an effect on the environment. However, cutting back on consumption seems far simpler than determining whether or not that many people are necessary for living. Now is the moment to alter the story. Move the past visually striking issue of population growth that is simple to assign responsibility for, to the more lost and obscure issues of overconsumption and waste.
8 billion individuals worldwide is an extraordinarily huge statistics that illustrates the progress of human race. As anticipated, in the near future, our population will increase and surpass more, which will lead to a more chaotic situations. Considering it today, we all must be thoughtful about the matter, relatively simple yet as an abundance of significance.